beauty is elusive, it's mysterious, and what you're looking for and longing for, there's a certain wholeness to it or a certain freedom. And the more you know, the more you love your tools and your techniques and your craft, the more you want to control it, the more you want perfection, the more you want to create something that is yours, and that kills the beauty. So, I mean, we have seen that together here. We've kind of done that and realized that kind of the hard way. We've spent a lot of time working on very, very fancy and elegant things. I think at one point we have a lot of interns here, a lot of high school and college girls interns, and we were working on cakes, and we were very interested in cakes, and we got to a level of proficiency that was way beyond what was actually sort of needed or even desired. And at one point we were, the girls could make chiffon cakes, angel food cakes, sponge cakes, butter creams, custards, fillings, gelatin fillings, mousse fillings. Yeah, I mean, we have done everything, worked with sugar, combined all those elements to make lovely things, and so on and so forth. And then someone had a birthday, and we were going to do a Russian burnt sugar cake, burnt honey cake, actually. They're so beautiful and really, really tasty. And he asked for an ice cream cake. And to us, that was like, you mean like throw a tub of ice cream in a mold, unmold it, and cover it with whipped cream, Wow. We were sort of even offended, like we do like beautiful things, not just that. But then we had to stop ourselves and say sort of like, this is a birthday. It's his birthday, and he wants an ice cream cake. This is what we're here for. And we can do a beautiful ice cream cake, and it will be more beautiful because it's what he loves. And that was something that was kind of a wake-up call for us. Another time we had the girls competing against each other and with each other and kind of in a sporting way, making cakes. And we had 3 groups of girls. We had teams of 2, and they were very proficient and working very hard, and they had the full range of skills, and they designed their cakes to show off all their skills. And there were 2 girls who did not have the full range of skills, but they wanted to join in for the fun of it anyway. And they had no time to practice because they're very sporty, very involved in other stuff. So they came, and Margarita, who works here with me, she was coaching them, and they said, we just want to make chocolate cake. So she showed them how to make a lovely chocolate cake. It was very, very simple. And the judges had to give the prize to them because it was wonderful in every way. It was proportionate, it had beauty, it had simplicity, it had the taste, it had the flavor. And the other girls were shocked and, devastated, and they thought, shouldn't we have been rewarded for the extreme level of skill to which we have risen? And the judges were like, well, but if the result is not beautiful to the extent that this other one was, which was so simple, the skill is wonderful, it's lovely, and we're really impressed, but this one was the best cake. So that was a second wake-up call, and we were just like, wow, we really have to rethink where we're going. And even because we teach young people, we had to think about that too. Like, we don't want to just give them tools and techniques, we want to give them something that they can carry into life. And beauty had a big part in that, because we wanted beauty to be present and not be like squeezed out by ego or perfectionism or control. I think the goal is definitely not control. If you want to find beauty, you've got to find freedom. You've got to have an openness to like, there it is. We have to go for that. At one point, we kind of were getting crazy about what we wanted to do and wanted everything to be fantastically beautiful and really tasty and high level. And we were starting to work on our presentation, and we wanted to do, instead of a salad, like leaves in a bowl. I would say, come on guys, let's get more creative. Let's not do leaves in a bowl. Let's do something else. So we would do, glistening beet orange salad on top of the meat, or a, I don't know, olives and feta and tomatoes or something like that. Any kind of a salad that we could think of, or a vegetable combination that would be served alongside your slices of ham or your pork roast or whatever, just to give the whole thing more, whatever, style. And so we got kind of so excited about our own selves that we'd played everything up, and then everybody would pull out their phone and start taking pictures of it, and this was kind of a thing. People would go to restaurants and take pictures of their food. So in that time period when it was all the rage to take pictures of your food, I started getting annoyed. I don't know why, it just started getting on my nerves. And I kind of looked back at the mess that we left behind, and I began to see beauty there. And I began to think, like, those peels and those skins and those seeds and those pits are like part of the beauty of what we do. And I also began to think, you go to the store, you buy an eggplant. It's really gorgeous. It's a shining thing. And aubergine is the color that people will say, like, oh, this is the color of aubergine. It's eggplant color. It's a fabulous color. It's almost black. It's almost brown. It's almost purple. It's just amazing. But when you serve the eggplant, the diner doesn't see those peels at all. And it's a kind of a gift to be able to cook food when even the process is lovely. And the things that you hold in your hand, the products, the produce of nature, are beautiful. Even meat, even bones. I started taking pictures of, like, the back things. Everyone else would be with the platters, and I'd take a picture of what was in the garbage can, or what was lying on the table, or what have you. And people would laugh at me, and they thought it was really funny. And then I blew them up and I put them in frames and gave them names. And at first we thought it was just funny. It was just a kind of tongue-in-cheek, there's Kelly's kitchen garbage. But after a time we began to, it took on more meaning for us, because we began to really see it as the pleasure of being able to cook for others, and the beauty of the process, and the fact that there's so much more to it than just what ends up on the plate, the beautiful styled, crafted plate. It's a bigger reality. In general, I think beauty is transcendent. It's something outside of us. It's something that we want to participate in, but we have to notice it, and we have to kind of open ourselves to it, and then we can capture it. It's not, as I was saying, it's not something that can be controlled or planned. And so that's why we did that. And we still have the pictures up, because it reminds us of how lucky we are in a way.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you liked that video, please hit that thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Also, please take a second to hit the subscribe button, because it really helps us out.